Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. You have tuned in to episode number 46, and this is our fourth, I guess you could say our fourth series of the Boots to Barbershop series, honoring military veteran barbers. So tonight's special guest is Mr. Kenneth Gibbs Jr. I'm going to bring him on once I introduce him. But first, I want to, take care of some little housekeeping rules and things along that line. It's not really rules, but just things to remember. So we're on every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You all know about the Fade and Flow show every first Sunday with myself and Brandy Daniels, a.k.a. Lady Faded. We're doing that. Tonight, we're rounding up our series on Boots to Barbershop, honoring military veterans. And I think that I'm going to keep this going, more specifically in the month of November, because it's Veterans Month. And, it's Veterans Day in the month of November. So I want to continue to honor our military veterans, especially those who are barbers, because that's a unique skill set and category in and of itself. But nonetheless, tonight we have Kenneth B. Gibbs Jr. This is episode number 46, entitled How He Made It Happen, the Veteran's Journey of Kenneth Gibbs. So I'm going to introduce him and then bring him on stage. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do want you all to follow him as well. I'm going to put all of that information up. We're going to have some QR codes if you're in the area and you're looking for a fantastic barber who's detail-oriented, who's about his craft in the community. His QR code is going to go up as well. So tonight, we are meeting Kenneth B. Gibbs, widely known as SILK the Barber, a proud Black Army veteran and community-driven creative. After serving 5 years in the U.S. Army as a 92F, 92L, he's going to tell me what that means, because I was Navy. I don't know what that means, but he'll tell us. Kenneth returned home searching for identity, purpose, and a path beyond the uniform. He found that purpose in barbering. What began as a simple desire to ensure his son would never have to pay for a haircut and to create meaningful moments together grew into a passion that reshaped his life. Today, Kenneth, a father of two, a dedicated barber, and voice for inspiration and representation through his clippers and creativity, SILK the Barber serves his community with intentions. He cuts to uplift, to inspire, and to honor where he comes from. Barbering isn't just his career. It's his way of giving back, standing in his truth, and creating freely. Let's welcome Kenneth Gibbs to the stage, a.k.a. SILK the Barber. All right. Welcome, Kenneth. Thank you for joining. We appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. No problem. So, this is about our series, Boots to Barbershop. We're honoring military veterans this month. And my goal is to continue to honor military veterans who are barbers, because like I mentioned earlier, it is a unique, it's unique in and of itself to have been in the military and then come out and become a barber. That's like a unicorn, I would say. But nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being on with us, and welcome. So my first question for you is, what inspired you to move from military life into barbering? I kind of talked about it, but I'm sure you can give us a little more insight in reference to that question.
So Basically, I wanted to be able to give myself my own orders. So it was something that I knew that I could do. I could create my own schedule to take my son to school, my daughter to school. So I wanted
Okay.
to find something that I could create my own path. So that was kind of like my inspiration. Because most jobs, you can't have as much freedom as you want to spend time with your kids. And
Right.
I knew when I
Right.
was in the military, I didn't have much time to do what I wanted to do. So when I got out, I figured, let me do something that I could do to be able to have time with the kids and do stuff that I wanted to do while I was in. So that was my
Right.
inspiration.
Right. So Kenneth say his inspiration was in essence to be able to manage his own time frame so he can spend that time with his kids. And military life is it's rewarding and challenging at the same time, yet it's very difficult on the family when loved ones are gone and time spent with loved ones. It seems like we always in the field, on deployment, gone somewhere.
Mhm.
So I completely understand that, wanting to create a schedule where you can have that time with your children and manage how you move and do things, according to how you envision them for yourself, your business, and your family. And that's the freedom that you get and responsibility that you have, because we don't want to make it seem like it's easy, to be a barber, because it's more than just cutting hair. It's the business
Mhm.
side, it's customer service, is time management, is
Mhm.
all of those things incorporated, and in your case, family. Making
Mhm.
sure you're there for your children and not missing the what we would call the important moments, or the highlights, and just being able to move your schedule if one of them gets sick, or something along those lines. Afro Hair Science say, hey, peace, Yah-Tay. uh we got some folks chiming in here. You'll see some comments pop up. He fed it, yeah, he fed it choppy. Oh, okay. His feed is choppy. So they're saying that there's a little bit of an echo with your audio. So I'm not sure if the volume, or what that problem is, but we'll handle it. We'll handle it. So exploring these early motivations, and how fatherhood sparked your craft, that's that's interesting. That's very interesting, because oftentimes barbers who have sons, they do cut their hair. So for you to have the foresight to say, I don't want my son to have to pay for a haircut, and then the time, the moments, the memories that you create during that process. And also, I know he picking up watching you, you know, and possibly imitating you in a good way. That may be something he want to pick up down the line. You never know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my next question is, when you say you made it happen, what does that mean in your journey? What does that mean? Break that down for us. The discipline, your choices, the sacrifice, and the growth that come with making it happen.
Mhm. Um, I would say when I first started, I wasn't able to like go through barber school the very first time I tried. I had to wait like
Uh-huh.
2 years after. So as I waited to that second year for it to come, because I had used too much of my benefits from the beginning, so they had to make me go back because I already
Okay.
had went over my benefits.
Okay.
So I had to wait till that next physical year when the benefits came back around in order to go back to barber school. But I had to stay focused, didn't
Right.
lose track of what I wanted to do, because the same thing I want to do now is what I wanted to do the first time. I just had to keep that same focus, and
Right.
I ended up going back. And then pandemic came, and we had to do school online for a little bit. So I
Yeah.
stayed focused, and I made it happen.
Okay. We still getting a little choppiness. I don't know if it's the volume or what. Do you have on a microphone?
No,
Uh,
ma'am, just the one that I have
on the
is.
on the on the on the phone? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll clear up. It'll clear up. And you mentioned the pandemic that impacted not only the barber community, beauty community, and those going through school, but it also impacted the world. And you said you had to be focused because it was a lot going on. And then for you to have to go back, wait the time frame and then come back through, I can see where that could be frustrating, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then starting all over again. But your
Mm-hmm.
determination got you through that process. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, what you wanted to do ultimately is be able to have have this profession under your belt. So not only you can take care of your son with his haircuts, but also serve the community like you're doing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got a comment here. Never give up. His children got the chance to see him press through. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Ladosha.
Mm-hmm.
It is because that time it was tough. I actually was in school with you during that time. And it was really
Mm-hmm.
challenging for us because barbering is a hands-on uh profession. And when we're going through the clinicals and all of that, it's different from cutting on the mannequin head versus cutting on the actual, cutting on the actual head. So it
Mm-hmm.
made it challenging, not to mention the things that you had to experience to, get back into it and take care of it. So
Mm-hmm.
we look, I'm sure your community thank you for pushing through because that
Mm-hmm.
shows dedication, the sacrifice and the choice you made to stay focused, to ultimately achieve your goal of becoming a licensed barber. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So my third question for you is what values or lesson from your service um, continue your time in service continue to guide your work behind the chair? And we're gonna put up some of Silk the Barber's work here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take that down. So, what lessons or values from your service continue to guide you on this barbering side of what you do?
I would say discipline,
Yeah.
being on time, because time was everything. Um, Attention to detail is very key. Just
Yes.
making sure you get everything done like you're supposed to, without
Hmm.
somebody having to tell you what right looked like. So, the
Right.
discipline was the main thing.
Yeah. And that
Mm-hmm.
is key because I've I've noticed um in the shops that I've worked in, it seems to me that individuals who've had a life before barbering,
Mm-hmm.
and not just come, straight out of high school, that experience and like you say, that discipline kind of sets us apart.
Mm-hmm.
Timeliness, attention to details, and not saying that barbers don't pay attention to details. I think we just have a little more a
Mm-hmm.
focus in on it because of the nature of what we have done and the expectations that we had in our profession as military personnel.
Mm-hmm.
There's no room for error when it comes
Mm-hmm.
down to the type of work and in the things that were entrusted in us in our military career. Which brings me to, I want to ask you, I was Navy, you was Army. What
Mm-hmm.
does 92F/92L stands for? I know that's a position you held, but tell us what that means, because
That was my
we have
MOS.
different titles, huh?
Yeah, that was my MOS. So 92 Fox, 92F is the 92 Fox, which is a fueler, and
Okay.
92L, which is 92 Lima, was a petroleum laboratory specialist.
Okay, okay. So for
Mm-hmm.
those of y'all, I know y'all Army folks, y'all know what that means. But for all the other branches, y'all might not know what that means. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, on a daily, give us a typical day of you, uh, as a Army personnel. That's Kenneth right there, and what we call that, camouflage, or what y'all call it.
Yep, that was ACUs. We was in the field.
Okay, ACU. See, we call it something different. And in Navy, we have all kind of uniforms. Yeah, I won't even go there. We have a whole bunch of them. We have a whole bunch of uniforms. So you were in the field here.
Yep, and most of the time on a daily basis, we was in the motor pool.
Okay, wait, hold on. What's the motor pool? What's the motor pool? Help us out.
That's where you keep all your vehicles.
Okay, okay. So you was and correct me if I'm wrong, responsible for ensuring that the vehicles were prepped and ready to maneuver and do what needs to be done.
Well, that was a part of it, and also we just took care of the fuel, make sure we was accountable for the fuel.
Okay, yeah, that's a big thing with military, logging it in, how much you got, mileage, all of that stuff. So yeah, when you taking a vehicle, you got to log in all of that information. That is so true. So here's Kenneth here, and what uniform is this?
That's our dress blues.
Okay, the dress blues. So that's more formal uniform, right? If you're going before a board or
yeah, a ball
or something along those lines, you would wear that uniform. That's sharp. Yeah, that's sharp. That's sharp. Look, I like y'all. I don't want to say hats, but I like y'all covers better than our covers.
Yeah,
we had a different cover than y'all, but
they
that's
call it a
part of
beret.
a beret. Yeah, a beret. Okay, I like y'all beret other than our cover, because we had a whole we had a lot of. But nonetheless, that looks really sharp. It puts me in the mind frame of the Marines uniform, even though there's some differences. But when you look at it, I think about the Marine uniform, which closely resembles that. All right, so we're gonna I'm gonna share this video, this promo piece. If you don't mind telling us about this promo piece here. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's rewind that. That went by real quick there. That went by real quick. Okay, let's play that. So talk to us about the name. How did you come up with the name?
Okay, so the name is Silk. I had a nickname from playing football. They used to call me Silky. So I gave my son the nickname Silk based off of that name, and I came up with my brand name of Silk, Smooth, Irresistible, Loving Kings. And that's something that I wanted to pass down to my son. So I wanted to start something for him that I could pass to him.
Okay.
Yep. So I named my brand after my son's name, Smooth, Irresistible, Loving Kings.
All right. That I never knew that. I heard Silk the Barber, but I never knew that. And that's his son once again, y'all. He passing the legacy down to Silk. Is he the third? Your son is he the third? Okay. So that's Kenneth B Jr. Well, Kenneth B the third. My bad, because you junior. He's the third. He's the third. All right, all right. So our fourth question in navigating life after the uniform, once you took the uniform off, what challenges or obstacles did you face during your transition, and how did you overcome them? Oftentimes, making that shift out of the military back into civilian sector, it can be challenging. Like for me, I had already lived a little bit of life before I went in the military. I didn't go in right after high school, so even coming out was different, especially after having that training.
It was kind of challenging. I had to when I was in the military, that every time you would do some good work, they would always award you for it. You know,
Uh-huh.
you would get awards and stuff like that. And so when I got out, I wasn't used to doing hard work not being recognized. So that was
Got
something that I had to get used to. And I couldn't find no other way to, get awarded for my hard work other than cutting hair. So, when you give somebody a good cut, they're gonna tell you thank you, and then they probably give you a tip. So it's like that
That's
was something that I
instant.
had to find.
Yeah, that's instant too. And I understand where you're coming from with that reward
Mm-hmm.
system, that value, and what
Mm-hmm.
you do and what I do, that's instant value, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they come in looking one way and then they leave out looking transformed. And,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what goes on in the chair, you might be serving as a coach or encourager, you know, um, anything for that matter. But 9 times out of 10, they coming out of that chair looking fly and they thanking you for taking
Mm-hmm.
care of them. And like you said, your attention to detail and them not having to tell you, oh man, you missed this. You've got my
Mm-hmm.
ball over here. I see a little line right here. Someone
Mm-hmm.
says, I can relate because it's sincere in yes, it is. It's sincere and in real time. Ladosha is
Mm-hmm.
talking about that reward and the
Mm-hmm.
thank yous that we get from doing what we do, the services that we provide. I
Mm-hmm.
want
Once
to go ahead. Go ahead.
I was finna say, once I give them that mirror and I know I got the hook in their cheek, I got them.
You got them.
Yeah, as soon as
I
I see
like
that
that. The hook
smile.
in the cheek where they
Yeah.
raised up real high, huh? That's
Yeah.
all right there. You know you
Mm-hmm.
got them. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
beauty of what we do as barbers. And
Mm-hmm.
I understand why you say that this is your craft. You're intentional about your work and being in the community, your position in the community, because this is important. It really is important,
Mm-hmm.
especially where our young people are concerned. And in your case, you're modeling this to your son and your daughter,
Mm-hmm.
showing them how to run a business, how to be professional, that discipline,
Mm-hmm.
time management, just interacting with people and how to, communicate with them. So
Mm-hmm.
all of that's important to what we do. But that's real talk there. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. I want to put up your other video here
My hustle was
and
gon'
tell us
seduce you.
about
My vibe ain't none of these niggas
your
compared to me.
booking and where they can
No,
find
none
you.
of these niggas compare to me.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these niggas are fans of me.
And
I
let
really
me
appreciate it. I
put up
really, I
your
really,
link.
I really, I really, I do.
All right, tell us about your booking, where they can find you. I got your TikTok handle up here.
Mm-hmm.
If there's
Um,
another handle you want, let me know that too, and I'll type it in and put it up real quick as well. So y'all
okay.
follow Silk the Barber at on TikTok at Kenneth Gibbs Jr. And if
Mm-hmm.
there's something else like I don't know if they can see that really good. To me it looks small, but I'm sure on the replay it'll show up bigger than that.
Mm-hmm. And if they
Uh
just with that QR code,
uh-huh.
if they pull it up and hit that link on the
Uh-huh.
QR code, it'll have everything under there. My Facebook,
Okay.
TikTok, Instagram,
Okay.
Snapchat, pretty much all of my handles.
Okay.
And you can book an appointment also. So I got
Okay.
everything calibrated into one.
Okay. All right. So y'all
Mm-hmm.
heard it. Silk the Barber got everything calibrated on that one QR code. So when you
Mm-hmm.
hit the QR code link, you can find his Instagram, you can find his Facebook, you can find his TikTok, as well as his booking link to book a
Mm-hmm.
service with him. Let them know where you're located, so they'll know as well where you're located.
Okay, I'm on Broad River Road, 1722 Broad River Road, Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay,
and
let me type
Monday
that
through
in.
Saturday.
Okay, that's you say what is the address again?
1722
1722
Broad River Road,
Broad River
Columbia,
Road.
South Carolina.
Okay. Let's put that up. South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And that number where they can reach you?
It's 803
803
580
580
0779.
0779. All right, y'all. I'm getting that info put up here. So if
Mm-hmm.
you are looking for a great barber that's going to take care of you and the entire family, Silk the Barber is your barber.
I
He's
got
at 1722 Broad River Road, Columbia, South Carolina. And the phone number is 803. And I'm going to make sure I put this up 5800777, correct?
you. 0779.
Oh, 79, my bad. 79.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
790779. Let's post this here so we can have that up, and we're gonna show that so you all know how to reach Silk the Barber. Hit that QR code. You're looking for excellent hair cutting,
Mm-hmm.
fades, tapers, you name it. He got you. Enhancements and all. He got
Mm-hmm.
you. He got you. All right. Let me I got two more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
What advice, and highlighting the realistic steps and the power of craft in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what advice would you give other veterans who want to follow your path into barbering, into the barbering world?
Um, so I figured out a program as I was in the midst of it myself. So if you want to become a barber, go to barber school first. Use your use your benefits, education
Okay.
benefits. Once
Okay.
you get done with the barber school, they have a program with the VRNE where they would help you out for up to 19 months. They would pay your booth rent. It's an apprenticeship. It's like a custom apprenticeship that you got to specifically ask for. If you don't ask for it, they're not gonna be able to like tell it to you. You just gotta know,
You
once you
gotta
read
know.
all the everything.
Hey, y'all hear these gems he giving to you, because I missed that. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, he's dropping gems. You
Hmm.
gotta ask for it. You gotta know what to ask for. Tell them one more time. Once you go to school and use your voc rehab benefits, or your GI Bill benefits,
Hmm.
9/11 benefits, whatever benefits there are that are made available to you,
Hmm.
utilize those. But he said, in addition to that,
Yeah.
during your apprenticeship year, tell them one more again about
So
this other one.
you have to finish the barber school first. So once you get done
Okay.
with your barber school, you get in contact with the VRNE counselor, and they will assign you a counselor. Once you get your counselor, you tell them that I'm done with school. I want to do my apprenticeship program through the VRNE as a barber. They're gonna pay for all your tools. They're gonna pay your booth rent up to 19 months. They're gonna give you $1,800 a month also, and that'll give you time to build up clientele. And then in the middle of your, however long they give you, based off of how much time you got left, they'll let you know what's available for you. But I had 19 months, so
Okay.
they paid my booth rent that much of time. Then I also was able to get BAH, and they was allowing me to build clientele without having to figure out like I need to go back to work to make money to pay my bills. But I didn't have to worry about that because they paid you the BAH and your booth rent. So it gave you time enough to get your skills right to make your money. So
And you
that's the
you say
main program.
I want to make sure VRNE, correct?
The and is like the and symbol.
Oh, the and sign, y'all.
Yeah,
Let me make
VR.
sure VR and sign E,
Yep.
counselor.
Veteran readiness and employment. That's the name of it. Veteran
Okay.
Readiness and Employment.
And employment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You received the blessing. I was still working part-time,
Oh man.
building up clientele, because I was working on base, building up clientele before I stepped out, full time with it. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all, veterans, you hear this? He dropping some gems. So this was
Mm-hmm.
not revealed, and maybe the other veterans didn't know about it, but Kenneth Silk the
Mm-hmm.
Barber is dropping some gems for you all. That takes a weight off your shoulders when it comes down to building clientele, paying booth rent. You
Mm-hmm.
still have resources there, not only to support you while you build your clientele, but to offset the money that you aren't making right away. It's not that you won't make the money, you just won't be making it right away because your books aren't filled up just yet. So that gives you the leeway, it gives you the time, it takes the pressure and the stress off of you, with knowing these things. And that's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's really big.
Mm-hmm.
So that allowed you to just really focus on your craft and your clients,
Mm-hmm.
and building your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's awesome now. That's awesome. Did they help you with a business plan as well? Or it
Yes.
was more like it? Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you got
You
help with
once you in
business.
that once you
Uh-huh.
in that program, your counselor she's gonna follow you the whole way. She's gonna make sure you get your license, and she's gonna make sure you build your clientele. That's the only way that they can really release you like successfully, because it's the program is made to get you ready for work.
Okay.
Yeah.
To
So
be
it
able
pretty
to
much.
handle the demands
Mm-hmm.
of your career. Got
Mm-hmm.
you. So they're not gonna release you unless they see that you've sustained, I guess, a certain
Mm-hmm.
level as it relates
Mm-hmm.
to your clientele and income. Being
Mm-hmm.
able to, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome now. So y'all, Kenneth Silk the Barber dropping some knowledge. Most people don't know that. And
Mm-hmm.
like he said, it, you don't know, they ain't gonna tell you.
They're
they
not gonna
they
tell you.
they not gonna tell you. You got to go to them and ask, request,
When I
you know.
tell other veterans, they don't believe me because they never heard of it.
So then you got those the non-believers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That don't believe what you what you say. Well, y'all hearing it from someone who not only walked through the program, utilized the program, but is a representation of how it can help, not only build your brand, but get you where you want to be and
Mm-hmm.
desire to be. Because it's tough. It's tough. It's tough, building from scratch, the
Mm-hmm.
branding, all the business stuff that go into it that people don't see. They don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Contact your VRNE. I gotta hit the release button first. So it's called Veteran Readiness and Employment.
Mm-hmm.
You want to, if you're a veteran who has finished school first, you have obtained your license, correct, as well,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, no, you don't need
And
your license yet.
you don't need your license just yet. Okay. So you're
Just
going
finish
through
the
the
school.
apprenticeship. You just need to be finished with school. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let me. I stand corrected. Finish with school. You've completed your hours, and you're preparing for the exam and going into the apprenticeship uh,
Mm-hmm.
portion of the barbering program. Because as barbers and master hair care, we do have to do apprenticeship, unlike cosmetologists and estheticians and the others in the beauty industry. We have to do apprenticeship. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all take that to heart. Anything else you would like to share with veterans who are looking to follow your path or the path of becoming a barber?
Um, So once I got done with the barber school, you know, we did the online thing, and I wasn't able to get all of the information that I needed, but that didn't stop me from getting it. I went to Miss Davis and studied with her for like a week, and it only
Uh-huh.
took me a week, and I passed the test right after.
All right.
So she's
Yeah.
another resource that'll help also.
Yeah, Miss Davis of Diversity Beauty and Barber Academy down on Assembly Street. She's very helpful, not only with prepping for state board exam, prepping for instructor license, which I'm gonna ask you, is that next? Is that something that's next on your list to become an
Yeah,
instructor?
yeah.
Okay,
I
because
spoke with her.
you did. You spoke,
Hmm.
okay, because she been on me about it too. So look, I'm checking in with you as I'm checking in with you as well. So and having your instructor license, you become eligible to do OJT as well as, of course, teach in a school setting. You're able to provide OJT training as well. So
Hmm.
it opens the doors and broaden um, your it lengthens your resume as it as it relates to being not just a barber but an instructor as well. So I'm waiting to take the second part of it, and I do that in about 3 weeks. I just took the practicum last week, and boy, I tell you, it was cool. It was cool. I
Hmm.
just got I have a passion for teaching, so I got caught up in doing my demo, and I didn't do my closing statement, but I did well enough on everything else that I passed. I
Oh yeah,
passed, but I
congratulations.
was in a thank you. I was in a whole nother zone. It's like it was me and my pretend class and pretend class in there. But once again, Miss Davis is a resource. So if you're someone who are considering a barbering school. We have Miss Davis Academy. There are a lot of different academies out there. YPI, Your Professional Image School of Barbering, for which Kenneth and I went to. Miss
Hmm.
Davis is also very hands-on and helpful with crossing over. So if you're a cosmetologist who are looking to cross over to master hair care, she assists with that, as well as prepping barbers and master hair care professionals for state board as well, and future instructors, because she's been on us. I think the whole crew, she's been, you, you eligible? You done
Hmm.
filled out your paperwork yet? So she's been on us about that. Um, the next question I have, and this kind of a bonus one, as we close out From Boots to Barbershop series, what do you hope people take away from your story?
I hope they take away from my story not to give up and keep on pushing. And as long as you want to make it happen, it'll happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Timing, patience, and like you said, if you want to make it happen, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You just got to be patient. You know, um, things happen. Like for us, the pandemic, we didn't see that coming. But we
Hmm.
still had to push through to, get them license and, for no first finish school and
Hmm.
get them license, sitting for state board and moving forward with what we envision for ourselves. And that's no easy task. So um he's giving it to you. These are some great takeaways. And once again, for those veterans who are considering barbering as a career, whether you're just getting out, you've been out, and you haven't used any of your benefits, know that these things are available to support you in making it happen for yourself if barbering is a vision that you have. If barbering is it, like you said, stick with it. Make it
Hmm.
happen. Have the discipline, you know, keep your why. I'm gonna add, keep your why at the forefront, because
Hmm.
sometimes life is going to take place and things are going to, occur. So what is your why to keep you going in the midst of those challenges? There is support out there. Veterans, you got the vote rehab, you got your GI Bill if you haven't used any of your benefits. And like Kenneth made us aware of, and this is my first time hearing about it, the Veteran Readiness and Employment Program. That is available for you as well. And if you need to reach out to Kenneth for services, or you want to inquire about the program a little bit more in depth, he's at 1722 Broad River Road. That's in Columbia, South Carolina. The phone number, once again, is 580-0779. And what's the name of the shop there you're at?
SC Cuts.
Who cuts?
SC Cuts. KUTZ.
Okay. Okay. You say a what? I keep getting a little break.
SC Cuts.
Cuts. Oh, S as in South and C as in Carolina cuts?
Cuts.
Okay. CUTZ?
KUTZ.
Oh, KUTZ. Okay, my bad. And that's S as in Sam, C as in cuts, KUTZ.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm putting it up right. So that's SC Cuts. All right, so y'all meet him there. You better beat him there. Thank you, Kenneth, so much for joining this conversation with us. And what I want to say, closing out this series of From Boots to Barbershop, honoring military veterans who are barbers. Thank you so much. So we've had 2 Marines, 1 Navy personnel, and 1 Army. We the Lone Rangers for our branch. So I thought I'd be able to get an Air Force person on, but the young lady had something come up and I wasn't able to bring her on. So I had to step in, as the DD 214 alum. And, we got to be prepared. Step on in there and get it done. But I want to say thank you for your time. I wish you continued success in all that you do with this. Let me put this picture up. Y'all want to see SILK the Barber in action now. Tell us about what's going on here. Before you get out, tell us about what's going on, huh? You was getting it right.
One of my video shoots that I was doing to promote my business.
Okay, see?
In the middle of action.
Okay, in the middle of action. It looked like an action shot. I ain't want to say that, but it looked like an action shot. It really looks good. It looks good.
Thank you, man.
So that's part of the promo. Y'all follow him on TikTok and Instagram. What's your Instagram? Is your Instagram the same as your TikTok handle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Kenneth Gibbs Jr. on TikTok and Instagram. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining a Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay and our special guest, Kenneth. Thank you for tuning in and for sharing, honestly, your heart, your journey from military life to purpose for barbering. I see Leon on. He say he's liked it. Leon was on last week. The history is a reminder that the mission doesn't end when you take off the uniform. It's simply transition. Identity can evolve, purpose can shift, and service can continue in new, powerful ways, which you've shown us from serving the country to now serving your local community there on Broad River Road at SC Cuts. Okay, there you go right there. I knew he was coming in. Leon said, "What's up, Kenny?" What's up? He's sharing his story. Thanks, Leon, for tuning in. Thank you for joining as well. Ladosha says, "Awesome photo." I know it looks that's sharp, ain't it? He's doing it. that's an awesome promo capture there as well. So as we close today's episode and continue honoring veterans and our From Boots to Boot Camp series, remember this: your story matters, your path is valid, and your purpose has space to grow. She says dope. It's dope. It is. It really is. When I saw that, I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get it in that in the image for the promo thing that I did there. Let me put that back up. I want to show. So I was trying to capture it, but I couldn't get the whole one. So I'm glad you sent the second picture, and I put that one up. I put that one up. So, but thank you all for joining. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to our viewers, our replay viewers, for taking time out of your day to replay this podcast. If you're in the Columbia area, near Broad River Road, and you're looking for a barber, y'all go see SILK the Barber. He got it together, and he's ready to take care of you. She says, great show. Thank you. I appreciate that, LaDosha. Thank you so much for being on. Tell your kids thank you for sharing you with us tonight, so you can you get back to them. But I appreciate your time. And like I said, anything that you have you want to promote, just let me know. If there's something you want to share and you would like to come back on, I'm open to having you back on to have another conversation. And that's for real. Anytime we'll schedule you to get on and share. I'm thankful for your time. All right, y'all. That has been episode. This has been episode number 46. How he made it happen: the veteran's journey of Kenneth B. Gibbs Jr. Thank you all for joining. And until next time, stay grounded, stay creative, and keep walking in your purpose. I'm Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist, your host of Female Barber Talk. And thank you for listening to our podcast once again. Next week, we'll be back with Brandy Daniels, our co-host of the Fade and Flow show for our first Sunday. Can you believe it's already the end of the month, less known the end of the year already? I can't believe how fast it's gone by. All right, y'all. Thank you, Kenneth. And remember, anytime you got anything, just let me know and we'll make it happen. I wish you all the best. Take care. Enjoy. Happy holiday season. And I forgot, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. We just come off of Thanksgiving holiday. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, wait. We got somebody that says the best fire. Sherelle McNeil. Say the best fire. All right. You the best. We got the best in the house. Hey, that's why I put up that Cardi B one. The best. Leon says, hold on, we still got comments coming through. Sorry I was late. Going back to watch. Thank you, Leon. Don't forget to comment. We appreciate it. But at least you called him on live. Thank you. We appreciate you. All right, Kenneth. I salute you. See you later.
All right.
All right.
Naturals.